Hi everybody, this is Z and welcome to the Chameleon Crafters Podcast. Yes, I have finally decided to go ahead and go with my podcast and have named it the Chameleon Crafters Podcast. I named it that because of the different crafts that I like to do. I am a knitter, a crocheter, a jeweler, and a sewer. I also do some nooking and some loom knitting, but not that much. So that is why I called the podcast the Chameleon Crafters Podcast. I just came on today just to do a basic intro to let you know about the podcast and hope that once it's up, you guys will start to watch the podcast. I will have several different corners, one for each craft that I will be doing. So there will be like a knit corner and a crochet corner, a jeweler's corner, and a sewing corner, which will pretty much for each corner will have what I have been working on in that craft. If there's any whips in that craft, they will be there. And if there's any FOs that'll be in that craft, they will also be there. So I will basically kind of run it down for each craft, and they all will have their own little spot of what's going on, what am I working on, whatever whips that I'm doing, and whatever finished objects, whatever I decide to do next in that craft. My first podcast will probably be a lot more knitting and crocheting than anything because I haven't been doing too much jewelry or sewing. Well, I do have some sewing. So there will be some sewing, but not that much jewelry because I just haven't really been into it yet. I mean, I have some things that I have done, but it's been kind of slow with the jewelry. I do plan on getting more into it again and getting back into some of the things that I do because I have done several different rings and several different jewelry sets that I will show. I have some that I have finished, so those will be on there, and I will let you know about those. I will also have stash enhancements. So I don't know, some of you may know that I used to do a yarn box unboxing video, so I will no longer be doing those. Those will come in with the stash enhancements, and I'm also in a monthly subscription of Yarn Crush, so those will also come in as stash enhancements. And whatever stuff that I get, I tend to be one of those spur of the moments. If I see something I like it, I'll get it if I can. If not, then it'll have to wait until I can get it. But like most of you, I'm just a big awe when it comes to yarn and all the stuff that goes along with the yarn, knitting, crocheting, needles, accessories, whatever it is. As long as it's going on with the crafts, I am down. I'm totally down. So, but all of this will come in with the podcast. I'm hoping to have my first podcast come up this week. I really, really, really hope it'll be coming up this week. If things go as good as they're going now, I should be able to get it up before the end of this week. I don't know what else I need to say. Oh, I wanted to say a little bit about myself. I am a mother of 6, but I only have 3 that are living with me now. The rest of them are all pretty much grown and gone. Thank you, Jesus. It was a really, really, really loud and commotional house when all of the kids were here. But like I said, I only have 3 now. I have 2 girls and a boy. And I am also a homeschool teacher, so I homeschool my kids. So they're pretty much with me all day. There probably will be a couple of podcasts where the girls will come on because they love to videotape with me when I was doing my yarn box videos. So most likely there will be some videos where the girls come in. They love to come in and just be in the background and do their little faces or whatever they just feel like doing at that time. And what else about me? Okay, I'm not a single mother. I'm sorry. I am a homeschooling mother and a stay-at-home mom. So I do not work, but crafting is my main goal, my main focus. I love crafting. I love making things with my hands. Hence why I have so many crafts that I love to do. What else do I need to say in this one? Oh, I can be found as excuse me. I can be found as the Chameleon Crafter on Ravelry and on Instagram. I do have a Facebook, but my Facebook is pretty much my personal Facebook. So there's not that much that I really do on there. I actually don't really go on there unless I'm looking for some friends or some of the other podcasters that I watch when they post things on their Facebook pages. Then I'm on there. But I'm mainly on Ravelry, where I am the Chameleon Crafter, and Instagram, where I'm also the Chameleon Crafter. I also have a Twitter, which is at SlimGoody33, and I but I do watch a lot of Periscope. I'm thinking of maybe doing a Periscope, but I'm not quite sure on that one yet. So, but if I decide to do that, I will let you guys know on the podcast. I do not have a Ravelry group as of right now. I was thinking about it, but I kind of wanted to wait until I got the podcast off and running before I decided to do a Ravelry group. But if you guys think that I should do a Ravelry group, let me know. Leave a comment in the description bar and we'll look into it. Like right now, I'm not sure. I'm just kind of trying to get my feet wet with this podcast because I've never done a podcast and wasn't planning on doing a podcast, but I have a couple of friends that do podcasts that I watch them, and they've been edging me on to do some podcasts and do some videos, so I decided to go ahead and go with this one. Like I said, this is pretty much an introduction, so I will not get into any of the projects that I got going on. My first episode will have pretty much all of that on it. So, and like I said, I hope to get that out this week. So, stay tuned. Keep looking out for the Chameleon Crafters Podcast, and I will see you guys soon. Bye-bye.